Well, the U.S. and Japan have been conducting joint military exercises in the Pacific that focus on invading and defending islands. Actions that most people would obviously recognize as direct reaction to the escalating tension over the Diaoyu or Senkaku Islands, both claimed by China and Japan. Now, while many have been calling for an easing of tensions, there's no sign yet that that has actually happened. And on August 30th, China's Foreign Ministry spokesperson Geng Yansheng made it very clear what China thinks of the joint Japanese-U.S. drills. No me gusta! And for all those out there that failed their high school Spanish, that's to say China does not like it. Big surprise there. But the reaction from Weibo to the statement may not be what you expect. Let's take a look at some of the comments.
Just as before, Japan is invading our territory. 60 years ago, the US helped us. But why have their guns now turned against us? If Japan's military were to land on the Diaoyu Islands, then we should respond with bombs. And maybe our military should invade Japanese territory as well. Opposing their actions has no use. The key is to take concrete action. What we're seeing now is a man who frequently beats his wife. When a real enemy shows up, he cowers behind his wife and children, protesting and complaining like an old woman.
So even though these posters agree with the Foreign Ministry in that they do not like to see any provocation from Japan and the U.S., they're actually more ticked off at the Chinese side for not taking any action. To the Chinese masses, Japan is controlling part of Chinese sovereign territory and they want blood. In a recent Xinhua News article, an American researcher at the Cato Institute even claimed that the official U.S. stance on the issue is untenable, as the U.S. refuses to say which side the island belongs to, yet claimed that the islands are protected under a defense treaty between the U.S. and Japan. Now, to the average Chinese citizen, something is just not adding up. It seems all the action is coming from the other side. Now, at the same time, there are some other less extreme views being expressed on Weibo. And while they are the minority, we've collected some right here. So let's take a look.
The problem with America is that their words and actions never match up. American experts say that the US and China can live peacefully together, but on the battlefield, it's obvious how empty those words really are. Don't be so naive, okay? War would be horrible for our safety, our economy, and more. Plus, all of our military installations that we've spent so many years building could be destroyed in a heartbeat. But you people still want to fight a war? China is a developing country. How could we compete with Japan and the US? America would be the big winner in a war. China should just do military exercises of its own. America is like a scantily clad woman on your doorstep trying to seduce you to come out. But we must never give in.
Now, every time we do a story on the Diaoyu Islands, at the end, I say something like, well, I hope everyone stays calm despite all the tension. Well, it doesn't seem like anyone's listening to me, so I'll conclude this story by echoing the sentiments of the last commenter. If the United States is like a scantily clad woman on your doorstep beckoning you to come out, don't do it. Imperialists can dress in jeans, shorts, and cowboy hats too.